What is up, Laker Nation? Let's go. We defeat the Denver Nuggets, baby. Oh my goodness. They were undefeated. Again, we are who we thought we were, guys. We are versatile. We got a lot of firepower. Probably one of the top scoring teams in the league. Lonzo Ball, all right, and Lance Stevenson were low-key the MVPs of this game, even though LeBron had a triple-double. Kuzma did his thizzle, man. My goodness, guys. How hyped are you? The Lakers get their second win of the season. Now we are 2-3, and we knock off the Nuggets. We put them in the oven, baby. Man, it's amazing, guys. Let me tell you something. LeBron dropping a triple-double was not what impressed me. What impressed me was how well teammates are playing off of him, moving without the ball. Guys, this is the rotation. Luke shouldn't change a thing. I know I said Brandon Ingram should start, but let me tell you something. If this team is working, don't mess with it. Leave these guys be. We cooked the Nuggets, guys. They were 4-0. We cooked them. Now we are 3-2. I'm sorry, 2-3, and this is the start of something beautiful. Now Lonzo, my God, did you guys see that step back jumper? Guys, his confidence is peaking right now. We have to roll with it. I'm telling you guys, he needs to start because Lonzo's the type of player that plays way better when his confidence is peaking. And what better than to playing with LeBron? Oh, my goodness. This was a beautiful game. Everything. Let me tell you something, though. Luke did piss me off with his rotations late in the fourth because I felt like he left Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Kuzma out for far too long. It could have easily gotten us away from us. But let's thank God for Lance. He brought the game back with the little step-back jump shots, man. Killer, dude. Lance Stevenson is the real deal. 6th man of the year candidate for sure. JaVale McGee was huge for us. Huge. He's been huge all season, guys. What is he averaging? Like 4 or 5 blocks? This guy's a beast. Not just that. He's finishing around the basket. What is he not doing? I'm telling you right now. Oh, my God. The Lakers are coming together nicely. It took 3 games, but finally Luke Walton found a proper rotation. Still some things he could tweak here and there to make it better. And sometimes we're getting punished in the paint. But I knew we had the depth. I knew, guys, we can run with anybody in this league. We dropped another 120 game. This is insane. 121 again. That's around what we're averaging. Again, now I'm going to say the numbers. LeBron James with an impressive triple-double. And what I like the best is when it was time for him to attack the hole, he did it this time. So he had 28 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals. Amazing. That's what we need from him. Kyle Kuzma, 22 points, 3 rebounds. JaVale McGee, 21. Right, 21-7, and he had, I think, a block or 2. Josh Hart finished with 12 points, but very efficiently. He plays great on both ends. I'm talking defense. He does the little things that sometimes don't come out on the stat sheet. 5 rebounds as well. He had a couple of steals. Lonzo Ball, man, his numbers don't say half of the story, guys. He was poking the ball. He was getting all kinds of loose balls. He's rebounding for us. He ended up with 12 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, guys, and 5 steals. Now, here's a topic for conversation. Is Lonzo Ball the best defensive point guard in the league? I think he's starting to make a case for himself now. One of my boys on Twitter was letting me know. He was like, we got to make this public. So shout out to you, Brody. Let me tell you something. Lonzo Ball, we knew he was a beast. I've been saying let's start him for a cool minute, right? Lonzo, start him because his defense, right? His length, his versatility, the way he runs the offense, it's beautiful to watch. The way he pushes the pace. The way we get out in transition, guys, it's beautiful. So Lonzo is not just one of the best defensive guards, but he's one of the best, most unselfish point guards, period. And he's so underrated because people just look at his scoring. Well, he showed you tonight. When he needed to, he put his head down and attacked the rim and finished. When he needed to, he took that step-back jump shot that swung momentum completely in our favor. That's what Lonzo does, guys. I'm telling you right now, Lonzo Ball is no joke. Whoever's taking him as a joke does not know basketball. So shout out to Lonzo. We couldn't have won it without him. Shout out to Lance. We couldn't have won it without him. Shout out to LeBron. We couldn't have definitely won it without him. Kuzma. Everybody stepped up, guys, as we should. And we are showing the league that we are deep. Look, without Rondo and Brandon Ingram, 2 main pieces. Hey, thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate you, man. Making my night even better. John Doe, shout out to you, Brody. Lance is – I told you guys how excited I was for Lance Stevenson, but him and McGee and Rondo are making huge impacts. Huge impacts. And then we get Rondo back next game. If we can add him to the bench, that would be amazing. Luke, do not touch the starting lineup. As long as they're playing like this, do not touch the starting lineup. Guys, I was so hyped. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I almost lost my breath. But Lakers, man, let me tell you something. They just knocked off the Nuggets. We exposed them. Yeah, they're a good shooting team and all that, but they got a lot of calls that we weren't getting, guys. We attacked the rim. We need to start getting some of these calls. Josh Hart gets bumped so much. LeBron was even not getting calls that he was getting last season when he was with Cleveland. Now I'm starting to wonder if this is a Lakers thing, like maybe the NBA has it out for us, or maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. But it was beautiful to watch, and Kobe was in the building, so I'm curious to see if Kobe would buy into a front office role, because I would love that. And he looked like he was strategizing with Rob, their longtime friend, so maybe he was just giving him advice. I don't know, but it was beautiful to watch. I think LeBron showed out for Kobe. I think he wanted to show out tonight, and he did. He did his thing. One thing though, I still noticed LeBron James is kind of sometimes looks tired. I'm not sure if he lost a step or he's still not in season shape yet, since he didn't play much in preseason. Again, still early to tell, still putting up great numbers, so I'm not complaining. And he did what he was supposed to do to end the game. But here's the thing. The problem is that, on some of those possessions, he was like dribbling lazily and like a days ago, and he was losing the ball. And then when he was sometimes attacking the rim, he would get stripped easily. So, sorry about that. My lens a little dirty. All right, there you go. Good looking out, brother. He said, okay, so I'm curious to see if LeBron has actually lost a step. Again, great win. He did his thing, triple-double. I'm not complaining at all. So please, let's not get them LeBron sexuals in here. I'm just saying, a quick little 2 cents right here. I feel like LeBron has kind of lost a step. Even when he attacks the rim, he's kind of slowing down where he used to, jam those all the time. So I don't know. Maybe Father Time's catching up. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I'm still very pleased with the way we played. And Lonzo, man, he was all over the place. Rebounding, guys. Did you guys see that defensive possession when he was guarding Nikola Jokic and Jokic was bullying everybody and Lonzo stood his ground and actually got the stop? That was a game changer right there, man. He does so much. Again, the stats don't tell half of the story, but what Lonzo Ball does. He's absolutely a beautiful point guard. He's our future point guard. Please, guys, no more talking about Lonzo trade for you guys that didn't know. No more complaining, because Lonzo does so much. Again, we don't win this game tonight without Zoe. Guaranteed. So, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. He said everyone stepped up today. It was beautiful to watch. We're showing our depth, guys. Again, without two key pieces like Rondo and Brandon Ingram, the Lakers knock off an undefeated, pretty good team in the Denver Nuggets. They're not who everybody else thinks they are. One of the best teams, Chuck and all these guys. I don't know what they're saying in TNT, but I guarantee you they won't give us the credit we deserve, especially not Charles Barkley. But I'll tell you what, Lonzo's a star. He's not just a starter. He's a star because he controls the tempo of the game. The way he just looks up the court as soon as he catches the ball, those transition outlets, beautiful to watch, man. The rebounding, amazing. I told you guys, just give him a little bit of time. He wasn't 100%. Well, now you started to see what he could bring to the table when he is. Lance, so I can't speak enough on Lance Stevenson and what a huge acquisition that was for us. He is 6th man of the year candidate. I know it's early, but by the end of the season, he's going to be up there. He's going to be closing games out like these when he's on fire, guys. His handle's beautiful to watch. He has no hesitation in his game, and he just plays with the utmost confidence. And I want some of that to rub off on the young guys like Kuz. Kuz continues to ball out, even though he's still missing little layups here and there. Again, he's going to knock off that beginning of the season rust as the season progresses. But Kuz looks good. He looks aggressive. He's doing his thing. Everybody was criticizing him earlier. Well, guess what? He's averaging over 20 points a game. So he's doing his thing, man. I'll take a couple questions. I see you guys are aching to talk to me. He said, Dan, Zoe, would you support a Brandon Ingram trade? No way. Okay, just because we are deep doesn't mean we should gut our roster. There's nothing I want for Brandon Ingram if his name ain't if it ain't a superstar, right? Like Kevin Durant. So I'm good. I'm good on that. He has way too much upside. We haven't even seen we've seen glimpses, but we haven't seen it consistently. Once we start seeing it consistently, I promise you won't want to get rid of it. All right. So just chill out, enjoy this. And when we plug in Rondo and potentially Brandon Ingram, this is going to be even more beautiful. But this has to be the rotation Luke has to stick with. Love Brandon Ingram, but for now, he might have to take one for the team. As long as we're not losing, we're beating teams like we did tonight. Our defense is improving. Our chemistry continues to get better. I don't think Luke should tinker with it at all, including Brandon Ingram. If he could come off the bench for a little bit, I mean, he might be the first one off the bench within the first 6 minutes of the game or whatever, but just keep it as it is for now. Because what matters is winning, and what else matters besides winning? Chemistry. And that's what this starting unit, I love it, man. Let me tell you something. The way Lonzo Ball plays, he's fearless right now. Having LeBron on his side has sparked up UCLA Lonzo. It's like now he feels like he has weapons. He's playing like it too, the way he's passing. It's beautiful to watch. Josh Hart, two-way player, gets out in transition, doesn't overplay the passing lanes unlike KCP, and he knocks down his shots and can attack the rim. He actually should be averaging more points, but the refs aren't blowing the whistle for him. I don't know why. Hopefully he earns that respect from the referees. That way he starts getting those calls. Who else? LeBron James, I feel like he's feeding off of these guys. Now he has shooters, he has weapons. Now you see what he could do. Triple-double, easy money. Lance Stevenson's even feeding off Alonzo, off of LeBron, right? It's a perfect flow to the offense right now that you just don't want to mess with if you're Luke Walton. So starting lineup stays. Now this actually makes our bench really lethal because we have Rondo feeding primary target Brandon Ingram, Lance Stevenson playmaking and scoring. That actually makes our bench even that much more better. So I think this should be a good experiment for Luke Walton. I know I said it pregame that we should not bench Brandon Ingram, but I think the way this unit is playing, don't fix it if it ain't broke. So for now, just to experiment, they don't have to be permanent. But I'm just saying, let's just leave it when Brandon and Rondo, let's plug them into the bench and see what happens. OKC, beautiful, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Thunder. 0-4. Paul George, you made your bed, brother. Now you got to lay in it. I told him they weren't going to have the depth to compete in the West. Yeah, they have Paul George. They have Russell Westbrook, two impressive star players. But who else? Their next best player is Steven Adams, who you can't count on offensively. Or what? Dennis Schroeder, probably the next player after that. So it's beautiful to watch, guys. Everything is falling into place, but it's still early. We got to continue to work. Pick and roll defense is still killing us. Switches, stuff like that. But we are getting better game by game, I've noticed. If you guys notice, the defense is getting better. Last night, what we give up? What did we give up last night? Around the same, right? So defense is getting better. We can still have a lot of room for improvement, and that's the scary team. Is that when this team starts hitting on all cylinders, not even the Golden State Warriors are going to want to see us in the playoffs. I'm telling you right now. So this team right now, don't mess with it, Luke. Please, I beg you, bro. You can regain me back as a fan of yours if you just have the guts to say, Rondo, we love what we're doing, the starting lineup. We love you too, bro. But please come off the bench and provide the same energy. I'm sure he'll buy into it. Brandon Ingram, as long as we're winning, he's a team player. He's right. He punch you from across the street. He rides for his teammates, so it don't even matter, guys. I'm telling you right now. And we haven't even factored in Mo Wagner, who I think is going to be great at the power forward position next to Jonathan Williams. Yes, Jonathan Williams to me is the backup center because I love what he's doing hustle-wise, and he's very active and defensively. I feel like even though Jokic still ate, I feel like Jonathan Williams really tired him out. Towards the end of the game, you could see Jokic was missing the layups he was making all games long. So that's why it is very important for the Lakers to stick with Jonathan Williams. All right, even though it looks like other centers are eating, just having that big body on you, activity around the basket, guys, he's going to really wear them down. Hey, thank you guys for the donation. Jameson Mesa and Aaron Aguilar. Let me read your guys' comments right quick. Appreciate it, man. You guys making my night even better. He said the starting lineup for the plumbing game for the Lakers, how to be the one-day word, wet night. That was a pretty efficient starting five. Or, yeah, you're right, bro. This starting five should not be messed with, in my opinion. Just the way they are gelling together, I feel like their games complement each other. Absolutely. 100% correct you are, my friend. And Aaron Aguilar said, what up, Dan? It's your brother from another mother. Keep up the great job, man. Love your energy. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you, boss. Thanks so much for the donation. I'll make sure to take out my lady with y'all money, man. I appreciate it. He said, facts. He said, Joey Buss strikes again. Jonathan Williams. Amazing. Yo, we didn't even draft this kid. He was undrafted, but I love his energy. I love his body size, very athletic, explosive around the rim. He gives us exactly what people wanted us to trade for. And let's not forget, Mo Wagner is very scrappy too. If we can pair those two up off the bench, I think we're going to have a dynamic bench to go with Brandon Ingram and, Rajon Rondo, or if the starting lineup changes, hopefully not, whatever combination. But Dan, why did Luke sub McGee out? I think they get tired, man. Banging with no Jokic is tough. But I did not like his rotations in the fourth quarter. I didn't like how LeBron got benched when the starters came back, and then LeBron was out there with the bench. I know what he's trying to do, but the way LeBron and the starters were playing, you got to keep that group together. Lance was doing plenty of work for us off the bench. So as soon as the starters came back, it should have been LeBron. And Lance, man, again, we don't win this game if Lance doesn't keep us there. So you like dancing Lance? I love Lance, man. I told you guys since we got him, great get for the Lakers. If I'm Luke Walton, I'm actually considering giving all of his minutes to him from KCP, and also split KCP's minutes between him and Svi Mikhailuk, who continues to play make, still struggling on the shot, but he's playmaking amazingly. So that's what I would do till KCP's game starts returning. Again, tonight he has some boneheaded plays that switch momentum. And every time we were on a run and KCP came out, he would turn the ball over or take a dumb shot. I hate the pump fake when he was like shooting it sideways. Come on, man. I get it. You're trying to, get back into the starting lineup, but you can't force shots, KCP. Play within the offense. Defensively, he's playing solid. I'll give him that. But offensively, he needs to improve big time, man. He had a good game last game, but, I mean, come on. He's one out of the first, we're 3-2. So out of the first 5 games, he's had one good offensive game, and that was off the bench. So he seriously needs to get his stuff together, or who knows what could happen. So we could use his defensive energy and some sort of offense off the bench if he just puts his stuff together. But he said, so you would bench Ingram? No way. Crazy how people forgot about him just because he's suspended. So you didn't listen to me. I said, as long as this is working in the starting lineup, you don't mess it with it. YFX was broken. The 2 games that we put Josh Hart and Lonzo out there and Kyle Kuzma, it has worked. They're stretching the floor and everything, man. It's not about who starts it. Reggie Miller is going to educate you when he says it's not about who starts, it's about who finishes. However, the combination of the teams playing on the floor, I feel will fit together. We need to get off to them fast starts, right? So that's why the starting lineup, I would leave it as is. If anything, you could put in, Brandon Ingram for Josh Hart, but I love the way Josh Hart is playing with this unit. So it's kind of iffy, guys. I haven't forgot about. If anything, I've been defending Brandon Ingram because a lot of people want him traded just because we have 2 wins without him, which is pathetic. It's ridiculous. You got to see the bigger picture here. But I will say this. Rondo and Brandon Ingram could feed off each other in the bench. Like Brandon Ingram could be the primary target because I notice sometimes he shies away from the ball when LeBron's out there. So maybe off the bench, he could be that crazy killer that we expect him to be. Who knows? Or maybe he could be plugged into the start lineup. I'm not worried about it. However, Lonzo needs to stay, and I feel like Kuzma for sure needs to stay as well as Josh Hart. So it's tough, guys. It's tough. He said, what do you think about the NBA doing back-to-back games because teams seem to be tired? I mean, they've always done it, though. We're not going to baby our players, right? They've always done it. No excuses. It can get done, as you saw tonight. Yeah, it was back-to-back, but we're young, fresh legs, fresh season. So let's just, let's roll with it, man. He said, BI suspension has nothing to do with it. It is chemistry. We should win more. BI off the bench. I agree, Kevin. Absolutely. And see, people focus so much on stats. They want Brandon Ingram to be an all-star so bad that they care more of him putting big numbers than us winning. Right here, what matters, guys, is the wins. Just because Brandon Ingram is coming off the bench doesn't mean he's going to get, bench-type minutes. He might even, finish the game. I'm just saying to start off the game, to get off the quicker starts, it might. Again, we still have to experiment with this. But it might be better for us to start off the game quick. And how have we been doing that? With this unit. So, again, why mess with what's not broken, guys? That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm not opposed to Brandon Ingram starting at all because I love the kid, very versatile. But if you start him, please leave Kuzma out there because Kuzma helps us stretch the floor. So does Lonzo and so does Josh Hart. So who's going to be the odd man out? That's a conversation we could have for sure. But it's awesome, man. I love what this current unit is doing. It's a good problem for the coaching staff to have because now you're starting to see KCP's not the answer. Okay, put him to the side. He hasn't been finishing games, so that's great news. That's why we've been winning. Before, we would go with KCP to finish games, and he would do a lot of boneheaded plays. The coaching staff finally caught on. It took him 3 games. I don't know, turtle pace to me because I saw this in preseason. But they did the right move, and I'm finally happy, right? 2 wins. How can you not be happy? That's all that matters, right? Stats don't matter, guys. Those will come. But he said DTLF and other news, Thunder are 0-4, and I love it, man. I'm here for it. Why? Because Russell Westbrook, even though he's a LA native, he's always hating on LA, talking smack. He's y'all, Kobe ain't there no more. Nobody wants to go over there, blah, 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 all that stuff he was talking in All-Star. Well, guess what? Eventually comes back to bite you. Paul George, traitor. So, again, who cares about the Thunder? They're going to struggle at first. I'm sure they'll come along later, but they're not going to get far in the playoffs regardless. So he said, Dan McGee is so good. I think he's better than DeAndre Jordan. He's a bucket getter and a great defensive player. Oh, yeah. He's definitely better than DeAndre Jordan version they had with the Clippers because all he was a dunker and a rebounder. JaVale, even though he's not a great rebounder, he's a great hustle guy. He'll tip the ball to his teammates. Great shot blocker. I think he's a better shot blocker than DeAndre was at that point, honestly. And the best part is that he can actually score. I mean, 22 points again for him against By the way, one of the best records in the NBA. So how can you not be excited, guys? This is a great night. Go out there, have a drink, celebrate it, man. Drink responsibly, by the way. And it's just amazing. He said, Dan, McGee is extremely underrated. He's been huge for us. Again, I said this like 2 nights ago. I was like, we should lock him up for the next 2 to 3 years because McGee was the steal in free agency, and so is Lance. I would bring both of them back along with Rondo. I'm not sure about Michael Beasley. He really has disappointed me compared to how he played in New York. But again, it doesn't matter because we have plenty of options. I think Mo Wagner, when he comes back, he's going to shock a lot of people. Very good player, plays with a lot of heart. He's going to fit right in with the way we're playing. Right now, we're playing with a lot of heart, energy, and that's what's getting us these last couple of wins, besides the skill set, of course. He said, Dan, Luke took Lonzo out with 55 seconds left, and LeBron, let me go back up and read that one to look interesting. He said, Dan, Luke took Lonzo out with 55 seconds left. LeBron made Luke put him back in. Absolutely. See, LeBron is smart. He'll be a coach on the floor, and I think LeBron has something to do with Josh Hart starting. I think, I don't know, Luke Walton has been so hard-headed that I think probably LeBron said, hey, I think it's time to start our boy Jay Hart. So we don't hear about it now, but probably towards the end of the season, you'll hear stuff like that, right? You'll hear little stories come out, and everything comes to light. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Kevin? What you got to say, man? Great win for us, guys. Absolutely beautiful. He said, wow, people already turning on who? I don't know, but hey, Mr. Incredible, thank you for the $10 donation, bro. I appreciate it. He said, huge win. I see Lonzo hitting a groove. Good with fam. It's going to be interesting to see Rondo added to the mix. And Rondo ain't going to subtract nothing from the squad. He's just going to make us better. But I prefer him off the bench. I've been saying it all season long. Lonzo is a starter. His defense just switches everything around. Gary Harris and Jamal Murray, let me look at their stats, but they really didn't go off compared to how they've gone off other nights. Yeah, they had a solid night. Okay, Nikola Jokic was really the one that was killing, but Jamal Murray had 22. That's pretty solid on 8 for 17. They're good numbers, but we contained them compared to what they could do. And Gary Harris only had 13 on 6 for 13, so he definitely got locked up. Again, that has a lot to do with Josh Hart and Lonzo, and it's going to be amazing. I agree off the bench, Rondo, KCP, and BI. That'll be a good look for us, man. It'll really make us that much better. Hey, thank you so much for the donation. Mind, he said, Kuzo Hart should start, period. I agree, man. Why fix it if it ain't broke, right? This is what we wanted was victories, and in a fun fashion. Guys, this is fast-paced. We got shooters. We got slashers. We got it all. Don't fix it if it ain't broke, baby. Don't do it. I love Brandon Ingram. Trust me, he's one of my favorite players. But if he wants to take one for the team and keep this momentum going, he will definitely buy into a bench role, especially if Luke Walton is willing to experiment, right? He said, Dan, Luke listens to you. I would hope so, man, because if he does, we're going to be in a lot better shape. Not to say that I'm super bright or whatever, but I know my basketball and I love the Lakers, man. I just want what's best for them, just like you guys do as well. So Lakers looking good, Dan, and schedule will start to lighten up. It was a rough start for sure, but we just playing the wrong rotations. That's been my gripe all season long. You know, those 3 losses could have been wins. We could have been, 5-0 now? So that's a tough part, but you know what? We're looking forward, so it doesn't matter. Dan off the court, Lakers coach. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Not even, man, but I'm honored, guys. I'm honored. You guys show me a lot of love. He said, I don't love Brandon Ingram off the bench. I don't love it neither, honestly. I didn't want it to happen, but, man, this game was a revelation. Now, mind you, the Denver Nuggets were 4-0, and we were kind of struggling, and we came in here, and I wouldn't say locked them up because letting them score 114 points isn't a lockup, but it's a lot better than, you know, giving up 120 plus. So we did our job. We won the game, and I feel like this is the combination that could do that moving forward in the season. So, where are the haters at now? I don't see them, man. 781 true Laker fans in the room right now, and I haven't heard one hater yet, so I love it. They disappear. That's what it is, man. That's what it is that, let me tell you something. Haters only start appearing when you're struggling. And it happens like that in life as well. You know, when you're struggling in life, you see a lot of haters, like not a lot of people that give you their hand, you know, and then lend you a hand so you can get on your feet. That's why it's so tough for people who perish to get back up. However, you know, it's when you learn to have that Mamba mentality. By the way, I haven't bought the book yet, but I'm going to purchase that Mamba mentality. When you learn to dust off the haters and haters making you greater, that's a slogan I've always stuck to my whole life. It really does, man. It's your life it makes you, don't kill you, make you stronger. Put it like that. What don't kill you makes you stronger. So that's all you got to know, and it applies to basketball players too. Dan, would you trade KCP for J.R. Smith? Oh, God, yes. I know J.R. Smith makes boneheaded plays as well, but J.R. Smith that can actually hoop. Yes, I would. Dan, did you wear your jacket? How'd you know, bro? I got it right here. I didn't want to brag about it, but yep, I wore my Lucky Laker jacket tonight, and it came through. It came through for sure. I got it right here. Man, this puppy right here, guys, it has come through for me about 80% of the time. And I truly believe it's a Laker lucky jacket. I've been saying it for a long time. I've had it for years, guys. I wore this thing to games like when I was at Staples Center, and it has gotten us victories. Love it, man. So, Dan, what'd you think of JaVale? Again, I can only rave so much about the kid, but it's beautiful to watch, guys. JaVale McGee is one of the top centers this year in the NBA, and I can say that confidently. It's been 5 games, and he has shown us so much already that I can confidently say he is one of the best centers in the league. There's not too many great ones. There's Joel Embiid. There's I don't know how many can you name off the top, but JaVale McGee's up there, so he's a top 10 for sure. The way he's playing. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, this jacket is something else, man. And I forgot. I wasn't going to brag about it, but you guys brought it up. I'm glad you guys remembered because this is the one I clutch really tight, and I put it on every time it's a close game, guys. Well, not every time it's a close game, but when we play really good teams, and it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Look, we got a Nuggets fan. Everybody wave bye to the Nuggets fan. Everybody wave bye to the Nuggets fan. Peace out. Man, I love it. I love it. He said, Dan, I thought Luke messed up at the end. Yeah, I didn't like his rotations at the end at all, but it kind of paid off because it gave LeBron some rest. He looked gassed, but of course he's gonna be gassed. You know, of course he's gonna be gassed. If he plays with the bench? So again, that was a mistake on Luke again. But what am I gonna complain about? We got the win, so I'm happy tonight. I'm not gonna trash him, whatever, you know. But hopefully he continues to improve. I mean, he's made me happy seeing that he finally plugged in the rotation we wanted. So that's more than enough for me to get over the little mistakes he's making. Now, if he still had KCP in the starting lineup, I'd be raving. I'd be rampaging about him just like I did in the past videos. I mean, it's only fair. But so what'd you think of Svi tonight? Svi Mikhailuk, guys, has great basketball IQ. He hasn't showed us the scoring yet. He still needs some confidence. He had a nice little layup here and there. He'll show flashes, but he just needs to get his confidence up. Somebody even suggested sending him down to G League, which I'm not opposed to. But I like the minutes he's logging in. He could play solid defense, very high basketball IQ. I mean, I can't complain about him. He's still a rookie, so I'm not expecting much from him. But sometimes he pleasantly surprises me. So, Dan, so don't fire Luke. Again, if he plugs in KCP into the starting lineup, I'll go back on that campaign. But I told you, I gave him about 3 games, and even though I was going crazy by the second one, he came through with the clutch lineup. So for now, we're going to let him rock. It matters, guys. Rotations really matter. That's what a lot of people were defending him. They were talking about, oh, it's not Luke's fault, blah, 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 the squad. Man, we got the squad to win. That's what I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat. We got the team. Magic and Rob did their job. Everybody was criticizing him after 3 games, talking about this. We don't have shooters, all this. I told you guys, we have the shooters. Luke Walton just ain't playing the right combinations. And look, sure enough, as soon as he plays the right combinations, we get 2 wins in a row. And this one versus a great team. So tonight was a test, and the test was passed it, man. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, Combat? Great game, absolutely. Dan, Luke's system is top notch, but his rotations are horrible. Well, I'm not sure because I haven't seen his system. I haven't seen him draw up great plays and stuff like that. So, and he's had weird people closing out games like KCP. So, if your coaching skills are really up to par, the ball should never be in KCP's hands to close out games. How many times did he do that last season, and even sometimes this season? So. Nah. Dan, do you think Kuzma is an all-star? If he stays in the starting lineup, keeps playing with this heavy confidence, I have no doubt in my mind that he can average 21 to 23 points per game. And if that's the case, you know, he's got my vote for life. So, yeah, I would vote for him. So let's start the campaign now. If Kuz continues to start and put up the numbers, let's vote him into the all-star game, guys. Hey, Dan, what do you think about using BI at small ball center too soon to try it? He's too skinny for that, and we want him out on the wings. We don't want him getting exhausted. A lot of the times tonight, Kuzma was playing center again. Another mistake by Luke, and that explains why he missed some layups at the other end. So again, that takes out his legs, guys, and his upper body gets tired from all the banging down low, and it affects him on the offensive side as well. So I don't want any of our wings playing small ball center at all. We have Jonathan Williams for that, and even Zubats if necessary, emergency situations. So he said, "Hey Dan, we now have UCLA Lonzo beast mode. That's all he needed, man, is the confidence. That's the only thing. He's not hesitating on that jumper. It starts falling. He even hit a mid-range jump shot tonight, so he was sensational, guys. It was beautiful to watch. I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped, guys. I can't say anything more about the whole team tonight. They showed out. He said, Dan, the defense needs to tighten up with the points in the paint, with the half court. Great win at the end. I love LA. Go Lakers. Absolutely. We still have a lot of improvement, but check this out. We're averaging 124 points per game, guys. First 5 games. So that tells you we're one of the elite offensive teams. Defensively, we have the personnel to compete. I know we were ranked 30th coming into the game, but we have the personnel to compete defensively. So as soon as we make that adjustment, part of that, the refs haven't really let us clamp up because they call everything a foul. So part of it is adapting to the new, rules or regulations or whatever, or the refs. And then we'll start playing better defense. However, the Lakers have a lot of room for improvement, which makes us even scarier. This is how we look right now, that we're flawed. Imagine how we'll look come December or January. It's going to be another level. KCP has a no trade clause. Yeah, he does, unfortunately. Do you think we should have kept Brook Lopez as a backup center? He does have size and can spread the floor. You know what? I'm kind of happy he left because he was softer than a tortilla. And at the same time, he just kept settling for too many three-pointers. So imagine having KCP and this guy jacking up shots off the bench. That would kind of mess up our bench a little bit. But I like Jonathan Williams. He's a very good backup center. And I think Mo Wagner is going to bring some floor stretching for us. So, Dan, can the Lakers keep this pace? Absolutely. And I think we could even increase the pace. Tonight, we didn't have that many turnovers. Well, what did we have? Like 2 or 3 for the whole game? So, I love it, man. I'm telling you guys, we're going to get better, guys. We're going to continue improving. This team is only going to keep going higher and higher and getting better. So, don't worry about it, man. I'm hyped. Hey, Indo420, thank you, bro. Appreciate the donation. Dan, I'm going to add Denver to the $3 rival list, and I promise you on Twitter. Thank you, Indo. Hey, you the man, bro. I appreciate you. He said, will Luke start B.I. and Rondo again? I hope not Rondo, because Lonzo is the starter. So is Josh Hart. I mean, who are you going to take it away from? Kuzma is fitting in so perfectly in the starting lineup. So that's why I wouldn't tinker with it for now, but we'll see. Ingram and Lonzo, Butler. What do you for Butler? No, come on, bro. That's a no-no. Dodgers need a lot of good luck. Yeah, they do, bro. The Dodgers need to bounce back. I don't know what it is. Every time they get to the World Series, they start choking. So I hope we can actually bring it home this year. I know we already lost 2 games, but we seriously, man, they got to have that. They got to pretend like this is Game 7. Every game from here on out should be Game 7 for them. Dan, I'm going to get some rest. Great win, Lakers fans. Night, guys. Peace out, brother. I got to get some rest too. So I'll take a couple more questions and then I'm going to get off. But I appreciate you guys so much, man. And what a great night to be a Laker fan tonight. They absolutely destroyed. Well, I won't say destroyed, but we beat them handily. And we kind of we were hanging there with them. And then we took off in the fourth quarter. So that was great to watch. Lance Stevenson, what a catalyst for tonight's comeback win. So it was great. Rams doing good this year. Absolutely. All LA teams are doing good. We just need to capitalize when we get to the to the bright lights, which is the World Series for the Dodgers, the Super Bowl, because I expect the Rams to be there. We just got to bring the jewelry home because it doesn't matter. It's all for nothing if you don't bring it home. The champs are here. Let's go. Oh, no. He said Warriors. Goodness. Dan, if the Lakers get a backup center, who do you think it should be? I'm not looking for a backup center. Again, I like Mo Wagner. I think Jonathan Williams has held it down so far. And I like what we have, man. Honestly, I don't want to make any trades right now. If we did have to, though, if we had to, I mean, we could take a look at Joakim Noah if we need a defensive center, but I don't know how much he has left in the tank, honestly. But that's about it, guys. Who do we play next? Let me tell you right now, and it's on Saturday. We are going to play, just to confirm, I think I know who, but I'm going to double check for you, Brody. We are playing the San Antonio Spurs, so it's the rematch Saturday. So, hey, let's get them. We had them the first game. Hopefully, we get them this Saturday because it's about time. He said, Dan, why do you think Kobe was there? I have no idea, but I love anytime Kobe gets involved with the Lakers. He's just a mastermind, and maybe he was there to lend Palenka some advice. Maybe he's considering a click. I don't know. But man, I wish Kobe the best. He's just a great player. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go hang up this jacket before it gets wrinkled. Laker Lucky jacket, and the Lakers get it done, guys. Super hyped. If you haven't already, please drop a like and subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next stream coming Saturday. Have a great rest of your night.